Hi, I'm Ernie Conover. At one time or another, most of us have thought about trying to make a little money from our hobby of wood turning. Most of us turn to bowls, and that is about the worst thing you can do. It's much more profitable to turn custom spindles. I turn them frequently for antique dealers and architects. This is a job I have in the shop right now that is for an architect in Cleveland who designs top-end homes. And this is a split turning. These are going to go on the front of a cabinet. This kind of work can pay quite well, and the criteria for it is not what wood the bowl is turned out of or what shape it is or anything like that. It either matches the blueprint or it doesn't. And it's either from the correct kind of wood that the customer specified or it isn't. And you can charge good money for this kind of work. Here is the bigger version that's going to go on the top side of the aforementioned cabinet. I've pretty well turned it to shape. I'm going to sand it now. I didn't take any risks whatsoever in turning this. All of the column part of this was turned with a roughing out gouge. While I could use a skew just fine here, the chance of it tearing in this maple is significant, so the roughing out gouge is much safer. Some sanding will make this look beautiful. And nobody asks me how much I sanded a piece, but if there's Bondo in the big hole I cut in it with a skew chisel, they ask a lot about that. I've employed a steady rest because this is long enough that I'm going to get a lot of vibration in this column. I didn't take any chances whatsoever. As soon as I've sanded this, I'm going to set up and put the flutes in this with a router. Okay, I now have this column completely turned and sanded, and I'm now going to put 3 flutes in each side. The pattern would be 8 flutes, but we will not cut one where we're dividing it on the paper joint, as that would look kind of strange when you put it against the cabinet. So here we go. This is just a simple jig with a router. And there we have our first flute. Now this lathe is nice. It has 48 position indexing. So I'm now going to move over to position 42. I'm on 48 right now and cut the next flute.